Hello again. Two cases today give those of us who are in favour of freedom of speech and movement in Britain a bit of a boost. The first case is of course that of Tommy Robinson. At the end of November, a protest march against anti-Semitism was held in London, which was due to start from the Courts of Justice in the Strand. Tommy Robinson was having his breakfast in a nearby cafe when the police ordered him to leave the area because those organising the march didn't want him there. He posed no threat to anybody and the police had no authority to order him out of the cafe. When he refused to leave the vicinity, he was sprayed in the face with pepper spray. This was a truly shocking incident with implications for us all, but most Liberal people thought it was funny because they don't like Tommy Robinson. I'm not really a member of his fan club, but I can see when the police are behaving in a very worrying fashion. A judge today ruled that the police were not acting lawfully, and he walked free from the court, which is a great relief. Some people may have seen the police threatening to arrest a man for being openly Jewish near a demonstration the other day. This is part of that same trend for the police to invent the law as they go along and then menace anybody who disagrees with them. Those who cannot see how undesirable this must be are obviously wholly lacking in any knowledge of the past, and they know nothing about either Nazi Germany or South Africa. The other good court victory was when it was ruled yesterday that a climate change protester had not acted illegally. I'm not a fan of climate change protesters, but that doesn't mean that I want to see them locked up for no reason. Trudy Warner was standing outside a court in London where a group of people were on charge for an alleged offence. They were being tried for a protest involving climate change protests. She was holding a sign which read, "Jurors have an absolute right to acquit a defendant according to their conscience." This is an ancient and very important principle in English law. She was arrested on the grounds that she was intimidating jurors and that this was therefore contempt of court. A judge yesterday seemed bemused at this suggestion and agreed that she hadn't assaulted anybody, threatened anybody, blocked anybody's way or accosted anyone. Both these cases are very important because they serve to remind the police and the authorities that the default setting for citizens in this country is that we are free to go where we like and say what we please. It is alarming that we are suddenly having to assert this right and that the police seem to have lost sight of it. This means that a man may eat his breakfast at a cafe in London, a Jew may walk down the street, and a woman is free to display a sign which affirms a fundamental principle of justice in this country. That people have been arrested or threatened with arrest for doing these things really should warn us that something very, very bad is developing in Britain.